Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am filming my November monthly reading wrap up, so I will be telling you about all the books that I have read this month, my ratings for them and some more thoughts about them. So I will just jump right in and get started. So the first book I read and completed for November was Stalking Jack the Ripper by Kerri Maniscalco. Obviously it's about Jack the Ripper. The main character, Audrey Rose, is not your typical woman that she's not how you'd expect her to be in this time period. She's very different and very unorthodox and very outspoken for the time period this is set in, obviously because it's historical fiction. She secretly apprentices in forensic science with her uncle, and her dad knows about it and he's not too happy about it because it's not what a proper lady should be acting like. She doesn't conform to what people think she should be like, which I absolutely loved. Very gory, it was very gory, but very, very fun. I loved Audrey as a character. Very witty and outspoken and funny and brave. And her love interest, bear with me 1 second, I can't remember what his name is. I really can't remember what his name is. I'm so terrible. Thomas Cresswell, I think his name is. I'm not too sure because it was a while ago that I read this. I've read quite a few books this month, so I'm a bit muddled, but yeah, really good. Gave this book 5 stars. I have the second one, which is Hunting Prince Dracula, and I can't wait to read that. I know it's the same characters because at the end of the book she's on her way to Romania, so obviously she is the main character in this next book as well. I can't wait to read this. I recommend reading this. I'm not the biggest fan of historical fiction, but I love this. Like I said, it's very, very gory and very descriptive. Obviously people know the story of Jack the Ripper, so Jack the Ripper is famously known for being a murderer, obviously a serial killer, and mainly killing women and prostitutes and people like that. So yeah, it's very detailed and very gory. I found myself feeling a bit sick at some parts because it's very descriptive, but yeah, I love this. I highly recommend this. Gave this 5 stars. Recommend checking this one out. The next one I read is on my Kindle, so I won't hold up my Kindle to show you, but I reread Twilight by Stephenie Meyer as part of a group read in a book group I am in on Facebook, and thoroughly enjoyed my reread of Twilight. It's no secret that I do like Twilight a lot. Read it a couple of times now and it's a beloved series, so I was really excited to jump back into it and read it. My opinions have changed quite a bit from reading it the first time. The first time I read it I was kind of biased and gave it 5 stars. This time I only gave it 4 stars. I flew through this. I read this within a couple of days, sitting doing other things and reading it on my Kindle. My opinion has changed and I'm Team Bella. I like Bella, despite the fact that she can be a problematic character and she's not the strongest of people. But Edward, sorry for my language, really pisses me off now. Now I'm older and I've read it, and obviously my opinion and outlook on things have changed. Realise it's kind of like a problematic relationship, and whilst I appreciate that, it's still like a guilty pleasure reading. I still really enjoy reading them. But yeah, gave Twilight 4 stars this time around. The third book I read was awesome. I seen the trailer for the movie on Facebook, so like all book lovers, had to buy the book first and read the book. Then I'll be watching the movie very soon, and that was Bird Box by Malerman. Such a unique book. It's post-apocalyptic, and as you can see from the front, the lady Mallory is blindfolded. It's basically, no one knows as to why it comes about or what it actually is, kind of thing. But out of nowhere, if people look outside or look anywhere really, kind of thing, they go mad. They kind of, you like the whole rabies kind of thing where you're mad and you're violent and you just want to hit things and kill things and you have no control over it. That's what happens to people who look outside. And it's not determined as to whether they're seeing anything in particular that triggers their fears, which makes them scared, which turns them violent. If they're seeing any kind of creature, if it's airborne, if it's a virus, nobody knows. But this was, it's not, I wouldn't say it's scary. Well, the concept of it's scary because if this happened, everybody would be pretty much screwed. So she has to live in a house where all of her windows are covered, all of her doors are covered. She's got 2 young children that she's having to look after, who are basically raised from babies to being 4 to 5 years old, never seeing the outside world, never looking at anything, never seen anything apart from the walls of the house that they live in. So yeah, it's not your typical scary story. It's very eerie though and very atmospheric, and it's one of them that is creepy, but it really, really makes you think, because like I said, if this happened, you would be screwed. You just, like, how many times a day do we just like glance out a window? Do you know what I mean? At work, at home, anything, you just like look out a window. Having that taken away from you, especially when you're like in your 20s like Mallory is. So yeah, it really made me think. This stayed with me. It's a really good book. I recommend reading it. It looks fairly big, but I read it within about 3 days. I flew through this book, couldn't stop reading it, and I can't wait to watch the movie. I gave this one 4 stars, mainly because I loved the book, really enjoyed it. The ending was a bit, I don't know, I just wasn't 100% satisfied with the ending. But yeah, really good book, highly recommend it, check it out. It's really good, especially for like this time of year. Love this one, I flew through it. The next set of books, I'll hold up one at a time because I gave individual ratings for them, but they are the following following volumes in the Saga graphic novel series. So I read Saga Volume 5 by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples, and I gave this 4 stars. I won't go into too much detail because of spoilers, so obviously if you're going to check this out, start with the first one. The first one is awesome. Highly recommend it. Very addictive comic series. Trigger warnings though for like nudity and sex and bad language. There's quite a lot of bad language and nudity, which is totally unneeded. It doesn't add anything to the story, and that's the only thing that kind of pisses me off in these. There's no need. But yeah, really good sci-fi comic book series. So yeah, this one, Volume 5, yeah, I gave 4 stars. I read Volume 6 and I gave Volume 6 5 stars. Volume 7 as well, I gave 5 stars. Volume 8, 4 stars. And Volume 9, 5 stars. I didn't know roughly how long this had been out. And I found out that this is the last one for like another year, and they're not doing Volume 10 until next year, which has killed me. It's absolutely destroyed me. The ending of this one was so sad and so unexpected. And a lot of them do end on cliffhangers, so you never know which way it's going to go. But I'm hoping and praying with everything that it's not going to play out the way it seems like it's going to. I'm so sad. Yeah, this one's 5 stars. Out of all of them, this is my favourite one so far. I don't know if them taking a break for a year is a good thing or a bad thing at this point. I'm still pretty bitter about it and still annoyed. But yeah, loved it. Loved this one. Highly recommend this series. Really good. The artwork is beautiful as well. I won't show you too much because it will give away a spoiler. But this is just some of the artwork. So you won't see too much, but yeah. Love these. Love these. You need to check these out. And the last book I read for this month was The Hunt for Atlantis by McDermott. Big book, like over 600 pages long. I love this. Right, the only thing is, I love this book, but there's like 14 books in this series, so obviously I've got like another 7, so in total I've got like 8 books out of this series. I'm hoping to read the sequel soon, but this is awesome. Really good adventure, action, really funny, really good group of characters, especially Eddie Chase and Ina Wilde, the 2 main characters that it's about. Can't stop reading this. There's, like I said, loads of action, there's a lot of suspense as well. It's just awesome. Such a good, fun adventure action book with loads of interesting facts, loads of mythology. And Eddie is one of the funniest characters I've ever read out, because I'm British. And a lot of the books I read are about American people. But he is from Yorkshire in England, so his banter and his sense of humour I really loved. I really understood it, and I just love this. You need to read these. This is so good. I gave this one 4 stars because obviously it's the first one in a series, but it's off to such a good strong start, so I highly recommend checking this one out. I love this one. Again, big book, over 600 pages, but I loved it. I loved every second of it. Kept me wanting to read more the whole way through, and for a book this big, to me that's a really good thing. So yeah, I highly recommend checking these out. They're awesome books. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys, for my wrap up. Hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed filming this video. I've read so many good books this month. So many good books. I read 10 books in October and I read 10 books in November, so to me that's really good. It doesn't seem like I've been reading a lot this month. I've been getting a bit stressed because it doesn't feel like I've been reading a lot, but I think that's because I've been reading graphic novels, so obviously I can read them in one sitting. But yeah, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will hopefully see you very soon with another one. Bye!